Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to make a hookah today, a really good smoking hookah. Here I have some, it says Starbuzz, but it is actually the Fantasia Ice Mint. I'm on a mint hype lately, I love mint. So we have this, we have an exhale bowl. I actually prefer the exhales over the Vortex. Because I can smoke about a 10-hour bowl on this. I'll start in the morning like it is now, and then I'll smoke till I go to bed at night if I'm home all day, and I'll go through about 15 coals and it's still smoking and I never cough once. So if you pack these right, you can really get a long time out of them, and they don't get harsh as long as you don't put too much heat on it. But a lot of people like to press this in, pack the shisha extremely tight, and I don't like that because not only do you waste about 3 times as much as shisha, contrary to packing it light, but it actually gets harsher quicker for me than just packing it lightly. So what I like to do is that this lower level is lower than this outside edge, so I kind of get the shisha up to here, kind of bring it up, and then level it off. And what that'll do is gather all the heat and suck it straight in. A lot of people are like, oh well, you'll suck all the shisha in through the sides if you don't pack it tight. Once you initially burn that top ring, you're not going to have any shisha falling in. So yeah, maybe a little piece might fall in or something, but it's no big deal. The water's just going to filter it. It's not going to suck your whole bowl down, you know. So before I start, I'm going to start these coals because they take forever to light. These are called Zambucas. It's kind of a weird new idea. When they sold them to me, they called them self lights or quick lights, but they're not. You can't really light them with a lighter. So I have this just because it's quick. I don't really have any other choice. So let me get this started up, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. We can start making our hookah. Coal's warming up, so. And this is just my bedroom, so it's pretty ghetto way of packing my bowls, but it does its job alright. I actually like the fork because it can flake it out easier. So what I'm just going to do is kind of gather it towards the edge, pull it out where it's really small, almost like you're doing it with your fingers, so it's not packed. Personally, I don't like really doing it with my fingers just because it kind of grosses me out, but whatever. Okay, a little more. So you kind of get not too much in there, just kind of barely off the top. And then I get a needle, the one I poke my foil with, and I start pulling out from the middle, and then I kind of push down. I pull and push, I pull and push, pull and push, just so it's level with the top, but you don't want it packed too tight. Just perfect. And you want to make sure everything's pretty even. You don't want you don't want to move your coals to a spot where there's not a lot of shisha and then move it to a spot where there's a lot. So we're just going to keep moving the shisha around until we feel that it's right. And this one, you don't want like balls of shisha like that. You want to break those up. Okay. Personally, I don't really like these Zambuca coals. They get too hot, honestly. You can break them in half and just use one half, and that actually works really good. And I'm actually really impressed with the time that they last. But they're definitely not quick lights, and they take a long time to heat up. The best way to do it is on a stove top. But I'm too lazy to go upstairs, so I just use my propane. But here we go. This is about what you want. Not too high. There you go. Just kind of barely over the top. Kind of filled in. It's kind of a shitty camera with red right now, but there's that. Actually, I'm going to put a little more in on this side because it's a little more lower than the other. Just barely any. Alright, and we're going to get some tin foil. And we're going to take half. What I do is I pull it from the four corners so it's really tight, lay it down, kind of bend it, and grab your hand around it and start rotating downwards. And that'll make a really nice seal. Just be careful not to pull too hard or you'll break the aluminum foil. I just run my finger along to get a good seal. Now with these exhale bowls, you want to poke a hole about the size of a nickel. Like you want to leave about the size of a nickel, not poked. So what I do, I go about 3/4 of an inch from each side up, like that. Alright, and then I'm just going to start poking around, like so. All the way around. I prefer needles or thumbtacks for this. Toothpicks suck. Like, I make so many hookahs. I work at a hookah lounge down here in Pueblo, Colorado, and it's ridiculous how many people want to use toothpicks or ask for a toothpick so they can redo the holes and shit. But honestly, what that really does is it lets more heat in, it lets more ash in, which ruins the taste. You can honestly get the same airflow by using needles, control the ash, and everything else. So it's really a more efficient way of doing things. If you have one handy, if not, use a toothpick. Pretty much everywhere. It's not neat, but make sure all the juju's kind of off the top because you don't want that to burn. Pull it tight again. Our coal is somewhat ready. It's not too bad. Once it gets white all the way around the edges, you pretty much know it's ready. So let's just It's what I call hardcore hookah. Damn it. Alright, that's good enough. Okay, so this is my hookah. It's a Maya. I really don't. This is not a bad hookah. It smokes great, especially the way I make them, but it can do way better. I've got some biggest clouds in my life with this, but I really want a Sahara. You know what I mean? So I'm looking to upgrade, obviously. I need to. So the bottom is white. Let's put that on here. You're going to hear it instantly cooking. Let's grab my hose. Okay, well, I'm going to get this started for you guys, and I'll be right back. Alright, we got the hookah here. I'm going to try to make this quick. I'm having some technical difficulties with my webcam. But anyways, I've barely been smoking it like a minute, and it's already smoking really good. So basically, I put this coal right in the center. And then after that one's done, I kind of just move them around, break them in half, and rotate them. So this is a hose with a ice pack in it, so it really, if you guys like mint, you can really get that really chill, cool feeling as when you're chewing gum. You can also put ice in the base and a kind of a mint tea pack, like a tea bag, in the water, and then hang it over and then put your stem on. So if you really want a minty experience, you can do that, but right now I'm just doing the ice pack in here, and it's still really cold. Sorry about the lighting. I don't know if you can really see it that well, how much smoke I'm getting. See if we can darken this. But it's smoking really good. It's not the best right now, but it'll pick up. It's only its first coal, so it's still heating up the shisha. Alright, well, obviously I think it would smoke better on a Sahara, but it does its job, and it tastes amazing. So that's how I make a hookah. Comment.